What's going on, guys? How's everybody doing today? I'm doing well, thank you for asking. Body beat down here on this Tuesday. Is it Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday morning. It's about 8:20 a.m. So, a quick recap. So, yesterday I did my little CrossFit, my version of whatever CrossFit is, routine. Did pretty good. Pretty happy. I seen some issues whenever I watched back the video about 3 or 4 times. I'm still seeing some issues where I could speed things up if I can just keep myself composed. You know, it's not easy when you're gasping for air. But I see some spots, especially when I'm trying to set up to get my to do my squats. You know, I'm only doing 135, and I'm kind of approaching the bar and going up to the bar like I'm doing 405. I'm taking too long. I really just need to pop myself under the bar and just get under it and not worry about as much where I'm placed or setting up. It's not like it's heavy. I just need to pop under it and get going with a squat instead of taking my time. So I think that's where I'm losing some time. And probably about the last 3 sets at least, or 3 rounds we'll say, I was getting a little slower getting down from my push-ups. Obviously, it's hard for me to get up and down off the floor like that. Plus, again, gasping for air. And as far as the dumbbell swing goes, I can't really speed that up too much more because that's one of those, it's, you know, I got to be kind of precise on that. Screws, nuts, and bolts all over the road. So I got, you know, I can only swing that dumbbell so fast and make sure I'm keeping the form that I'm keeping. So if I can manage to keep my composure, manage to push through a little bit more discomfort and pain that goes along with the gasping for air, I think I might can get my 10 rounds in the 10 minutes. I'll try it one more time another day and see how it goes. I am going to be incorporating routines like this from this point forward, at least one day a week. Because even though it's fairly light weights, it still wears you out. A very good workout. My legs are killing me. My lats are killing me from the dumbbell swings. So I only use a 20-pound dumbbell. So I think I'm going to try to implement little CrossFit. Again, that's what I'll call it. A little CrossFit training session once a week, in place of a standard workout that you normally see me do. Which leads me into further discussion about where I'm going with my training. Or workouts, whatever you want to call it. Of course, I've been doing this style of workout that you see me do all the time since I began in the 90s. It's always the same things over and over and over. And I think it's unfortunate that that's kind of what we get sucked into, when really that's not really what everybody wants. But we get kind of sucked into those movements because those are the must do, the musts of any workout. And they are important, but there's other ways to do them. There's other styles of working out that properly fit people, more so than powerlifting or Olympic type lifting or bodybuilding or power bodybuilding or the other 500 different types of workouts that you can think of. There's so much more to do, and there always comes that time when you need to change things up. And I'm kind of on the fence right now. You know, I've talked about my 405-pound bench press that I try to keep going. And my stipulation with that, if you recall, if you keep up with the channel, or if you're new here, let me go ahead and go over it again. Why not? I do 405-pound bench press until I fail it, and then I drop down in weight and don't do 405 again. Or the day that I decide, hey, I'm done doing 405, I don't feel like doing it. And then I drop down, don't do 405 again. So that's been my plan for a while, as you might recall. And I'm kind of at a point where I'm not going to fail 405 and call it a day, but I feel like I'm at a point where I'm ready to call it a day and be done with 405. And it's not because I can't do it. It's not that difficult really to do, but it's just not good for my shoulders and my elbows. And no, I don't want to wear elbow sleeves and wrist wraps and belts and suits and all that stupid stuff. No offense. If y'all wear that stuff, I don't care. For me, it's not something I'm wanting to do. A raw lift is a raw lift, and I've always been proud that I do raw lifts. So we all have our priorities and our opinions on stuff. I have nothing against all the different lifting aids. Nothing against them at all. Zero. So I don't want to come off like I do. It's just for me, I try not to ever use that stuff. So, and even if I did, what's it matter? I mean, anyway, but so I'm thinking, it's a tough choice to make too, but I may be done with my 405-pound bench press. I just don't see where it's benefiting my body, and you'll get some calisthenic people or whatever that's called. I'm not good with all the different forms of exercises, but calisthenics, something like that. Well, you can do push-ups, and you can do dips, you can do dumbbells, you you can do machines and cables and get a good chest workout, Mike. Well, that still puts stress on my shoulders and my elbows. Of course, my shoulders have been bad for many years. My elbows, I think, I say I have bits of golfer's and tennis elbow, but also here lately, and it's probably from the 405 and the heavier lifts that I do, bench pressing lifts that I do, my elbows, like right on the elbow, boom, has been kind of, it's like it's a nerve. Like maybe you, boom, slammed your elbow down really hard or something. There's a nerve down there maybe. It's not like it's crippling pain, but it's just something that I've noticed over the past, I don't know, maybe a couple of months, 2 or 3 months maybe, I don't know, at this point. It could be 10 years, fast as time goes. But anyway, I've noticed that they both kind of have that kind of nerve pain sometimes. So, it's not really worth it anymore. I don't want to hurt anymore. Not like that. And of course, lifting heavy weights, especially, aggravates my shoulders even more. Keeps them inflamed even more. So, I got a little thinking to do. You know how these things are. Sometimes you could change overnight, and sometimes it may take 6 months, a year, or 2 years before you finally come to terms with a decision. But I'm still going to do the main lifts and stuff. It's just I got to determine what I want to do, as far as bench goes, because everything else, I've kind of come down on, and I've stuck with it pretty well. It's just, once you let that bench go, especially when you're getting older, it don't always come back. So it's a pretty big decision. And something else that's got me wanting to do more of the CrossFit, at least once a week, is I need something that's going to tax me and make me move around. Really use that cardiovascular system. Mike, you could do deadlifts and it feels like you've ran 10 miles. Yes, I know, I've done thousands of deadlifts. I know that. But it's a different thing. It's kind of different. It's like saying I can go for a walk or I can go for a jog. They're both doing something, but one's going to make you work a little harder and make you move around a little more. Technically, jogging is better. I've done it. You want to drop weight? Jog. You'll lose weight faster doing that than you will riding a bicycle. I know that too. I've been there, done it. Even though I love bicycles, jogging really will melt that fat. If you can do it. Right now my cardiovascular can barely walk. So but yeah, there's changes coming up big time. I don't have to, but I've been thinking like, I'm not competing in these big 3 lifts. I'm not competing. What's it matter what I do? You need to work out. There's all kind of working out you can do. You need to do it. And there's all kind of stuff that you can do that's better than the big 3 lifts. Let garbage man go by. I'm sorry, sanitation. And that loud truck who doesn't have a muffler. Maybe. Let me pop across a little early here. So, anyway, there's a lot of stuff going on in my mind with the workouts. I think I just want something that's gonna help me in a different way these days. And I want to take out something, put in something. That's what she said. Ow! And I want to make sure I'm doing what I need to do. So it's kind of hard to explain. Anyway, guys, I'm tired of holding this little camera. Shut up, bird. Shut up! Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed a little walk and talk. And hope you're doing something good and healthy for yourself inside and out. And hey, get outside and go for a walk or a bike ride or something. Do that while you're at it. If I give you a little inspiration to do these things, maybe like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff to the Body Beat Down. That's me, Michael, your incredible host of this amazing channel on this Tuesday morning. Don't forget, guys, get up, get out, get red, do it to it. We'll see you next time on the Body Beat Down. See y'all later.
Get up, get out, get red, and do it to it!